Hello there and welcome back to my channel. It's Ella here and thank you for visiting me again. Today we are going to make this lovely card, and I have not done this card to tell you the truth, but this is my sister that made this card and she used her scraps. So I think this is a brilliant way to use your scraps. If you have a box like me, I'll show you in a moment, you definitely can make loads of this card. This is my sister and she is a beginner crafter, but she's so nice, she's lovely, and she's got such a great ideas. So we are going to copy her card and we are going to copy her sketch, considering I've got loads and loads of that, loads of those little lines, and I assume you have too, guys. So let's begin. So today's card is going to be standard A2 size, which is half of A4, and we're going to create. I am not going to use the ribbon because I would like to use my twine. And I have two colors of the twine. I've got the pink one and I have the brown one. But I haven't decided which one I'm going to do. So therefore, I'm going to look for colors that match those things. Okay, let's begin. So now this is my stash. As you can see, it's quite full. I haven't used this stash for some time. It's got some ribbon and it's got plenty of those little little lines, and I assume you've got it. I know I've got pink and brown, so I'm going to see what pinks and what browns I have. Maybe I'll add some dark purple, and I've got another purple. It doesn't matter if it's got a pattern, it's just going to add to it's going to be added only to the stuff. So I'm going to have a challenge this year and I'll be creating 5 cards every month using this stash. So if you want to follow me, just please subscribe, click the notification button, so you're going to know when is my next card coming out, and you can do it yourself and then you can use your stash. Sometimes we're going to use only a bit, sometimes we are going to use a lot, but all in all, this red one is pretty. Look at this red one, it's shiny. All in all, we are going to use the stash anyway. See, I don't like to throw away. I know it's really bad, and I've got lots of this. And I assume any of the crafters have a box with papers that they don't know what to do. They are just the scraps, and they just want to use them. And they get stuck. I get stuck as well. But here it is. This is me showing you what I do in what I did in the past with all those cards. And this is how I organize my scraps. This is the scraps that needs to be sorted. This is the scraps that is already sorted. So I show you in a different video. I will link on the side somewhere how I do it. But at the moment, this is our card. So following the stamp, my sisters use the stamp, which is thank you. Also, this is a stamp set that I have received from her. So she was so kind and she got one for herself and one for me. I don't know where you can buy it, unfortunately, but it says Rosie Studios, and I know she is from Poland, so she got those in Poland, even though all the names are in English, but yeah, she got it in Poland. So this is how it looks like, and we are going to use this thank you. This is my first time using the stamp. Well, not exactly all of it, because I did use before, but this is first time using this thank you stamp. Look, exactly. This is exactly. Yeah. And I am going to start with, how do I organize my stamps? If I have my card, if I see something and I want to just repeat it, how do I organize it? Well, it all depends on the card. With this one, I am not going to start with the papers, only because I don't know how much space I need for the stamp. So I'm going to stamp this one first, and then I'm going to arrange those lines. I will leave the gap to fit my pink twine, so it's going to go on the side, and we're going to see what kind of look we're going to have. But this is really cool. It's green and purple. I love it. And I'm going to use black VersaFine. This is my favorite black ink, and I've been using this for ages and ages, and it's still going, and it's actually still going. So she had it somewhere on the side, and we are going to put it on the side as well. Okay. Perfect. I think my stamp is a little bit wonky, guys. Look, I just noticed that it's cracked on the side, but that's okay. It's not my fault. I think it's cracked. Yeah, look, it's actually cracked, but doesn't matter. It's all fine. We've got the thank you. Nobody will notice. And anyway, it's going to serve our purpose. Yeah. Now she organized the her lines, so from biggest to the smallest, biggest, smallest, biggest, smallest. Yeah, so we're going to do exactly the same, and I'm going to choose the dark one. I'm not sure how much. I can also, oh wait, instead of glue, I think I've got double-sided. Okay, so I think I found my double-sided sticky tape. It's very thin, so hopefully it's going to work, and it's going to help me to maneuver the little things. So I am going to have one long one all the way over here, just a little bit over here. Okay, hopefully this will work. Yeah, and the next one will have to be, I'm using the grid lines over here, so every two squares I am going to put, this should be 1, 2, maybe 1. So I will make this one a small one, and you have to remember that some of your paper will be bigger, other will be smaller, so they are not the same width. Bear that in mind, that you will have to make some space for the paper actually stay in a place. I don't want to be, okay, here you go, and then 1, 2, it's going to be another 3, okay. Ooh, where are you going? And 4. I will do this one much longer. So this is going to be much longer. Yeah, this is double-sided sticky tape, guys. Okay, and now I'm going to have the longest one on the top, and I'm going to arrange. Okay, so this one will be the same as this one, and I'm going to arrange the pyramid. I call it the pyramid always, going down as I go along. So this is going to be a little bit smaller. Here you go. You can start from the top, you can start from the bottom, it's your choice. Remember, this is your card. You don't have to follow the same principle as I do. You know, you can use glue if you don't want sticky tape. You know, some people like to do. And now I know that I have a space for at least one more, 1 or 2, depending what I decide. 1 would be just enough. Yeah. Okay, so this is done, and now all I gotta do is just do the bottom line. Okay, now this is going to go over here. Now this part where I have the words, it's going to be shorter, so I'm going to have less bigger spaces and definitely less lines. You can make even more different widths and lines, but I don't want to. Okay, and now there's a chance that I can have a big one here. This is my double-sided sticky tape that I keep forgetting that I have. Every time I go to my stash, it pops. I said, oh, here I am. And then I thought, oh, you're too little to use. But today, it's perfect for my little lines. Okay, another one. And then the next one. This one will be little. And the last one is going to be big. So I think I've measured this by eye. Not so bad. Not bad at all. And remember, you don't have to put your paper exactly in the middle of double-sided sticky tape, because it can be a little bit offset and a little bit. Now I've got a few pink ones, few purple, and I'm going to assemble. I will start with this one, and I'm going to arrange with a red one, with a big red one. So I'm going to start with this one over here. And now I'm going to have which one should I have? A purple? A purple? I'll have a purple. And then next one would be this pink. It's got a pattern. And last one would be the the lightest pink I have. It's a very long one. I think it was 12 by 12, but it's too long. Okay, I'm happy with this. And now I'm going to be chopping this one. Okay. I put this one on that side because I already know which colors I've used. And now I can start again. Okay, so I'm going to have is it big enough? Let me see, because this one, I think this one is even thinner than my tape. So I'm going to use this red one again, the longest one. I think she used the longest one all the time. The next one I can have and rotate. I can have this light purple. I don't need to have a big one. The next one will be this pink. Because I have just this, and you can see that the scraps are getting smaller and smaller. So, and I'll show you how to use even the tiny scraps. Yeah, I know. Some people will just throw them away, but you know, I like to play with them to create some funky look. Nothing gets wasted. Recycle, recycle, recycle. Next one. Oh, come on. Come on, this way. Okay, now she is, so following her, so she's got all the long beads exactly the same color, and we are going to do the same. So every single one of the long one is going to be the same color. Now this one can be this cool purple, big purple. As you can see, not all of them are the same. So this one has a pattern, only a little bit, but it's got bigger width as well. And this one, that makes it space. And now I will put this light purple. And for the little one, I am going to use this pink. I'm not going to use, oh wait, I think I did it the wrong way around. That'll do. Okay, So I am not going to follow exactly the same pattern. You can if you want to, and it will mean that your card is going to be exactly the same every step of the way, but I am crafting, and craft means that you don't go all the time by the same standards. It means that you just create your own things. Let me see. So I've got this little one, but it's too short, and I still have one more. Okay, next one. Now we're going to follow this pattern over here. So we need to have some repetition, at least in 2 places. It will be good if we have in 3, but let me see if this is going to work. Perfect. Okay. And now this one will be a dark pink. So dark pink will go all the way over here, not this side, this side. And now with this one, we're going to have this light pink. Okay, and the last one would have to be the same red, so we need to cut this one off. Okay. And now this one is the big red. We're going to put all the way over here. Yeah. And this finish off this side of the card. I think it looks cool. Quite similar. My ones are thicker. She's got not so thick, but it still looks cool. Now what we gotta do is just put a string. Again, I'm going to be using my double-sided tape, a very mini one. So I am going to put this one over here, from here to here. I am not going to go all the way to the edge. And I'm going to only use 2. Why 2? Because I'm going to have start and an end attached to this corners. Okay, perfect. That is fabulous. And now I'm going to take my twine. I hope it's going to work. This one and this one. Okay, and now my twine. Let's start with here. So I'm going to attach this first piece over here, and now the first is going to go all the way over here. It's going to be attached, and then I'm going to cross and put it in the middle, not too much, and then I'm going to have one in the middle again. And I think 3 would be enough. 1, 2, 3. Shall I have 3 or more? I can have more, you know. I have this one, so this will be, I have 1, 2, 3, and now one more. So I'm going to leave at the bottom a gap so that I can attach to my last one, but this piece is going to go all over this place. And now here you go. And now this one is going to go all the way over here. Yep, so it holds. Ta-da! And this is the card. Now I can move those 2 pieces in the middle, and I can move those 2 pieces in the middle so it stays. Yeah, I can move this one as well because I started somewhere else. And this is very similar cut to the one that my sister did. Not so much because she's got other things. And Now we can attach the bow as well. She's got a bow. We can make a bow too. I hope so. I'm such a baby. Bow tying. Come on. I need to put it all through. Oh, let's go. I think I'm going to do the same as she did. And I'm going to put it all the way on the top. I hope this is going to work. Yeah, or maybe in the middle. Let me see. I haven't even worked this out, but you get the idea. You can choose where you want to. I think I like it in the middle, so I'm going to just tie this one, tie this one, tie this one. Make a bow. To-do. All you gotta do is just pull, pull, don't twist. I've already twisted. I've already twisted twine. Now I need to untwist it. There you go. Untwisted twine. Okay, and now she's got 3 diamonds at the bottom. But I'm not going to put the diamonds because my diamonds do not have a ribbon, satin ribbon. I think I have to redo this one. I don't like twisted twine. And it doesn't look very loopy-loop. There you go. Much better. Much better. I'll put this one down, put this one down. Oh, this looks cool. This looks cool. So I'm not going to put, she's got 1, 2, 3 diamonds over here. If I put diamonds, they will look so nice and pretty and very sparkly, but because she's got a ribbon that is already shiny, it's not going to exactly be the same because I've got more natural colors and different ones. So I'm not going to put anything over here, but I will add some decorations in a moment. Now, what you're going to do with those little scraps, you know, the very tiny one. Yeah, I know we don't have to have them, but we can. But for this one, I'm going to use the glue this time. And what I usually do is just decorate the inside. Yeah. So you can either do this one, but because my lines are here, I am going to attach those little panels all the way over here. The other way around, because this one has a pattern. And that will give an extra decoration in the middle. Yeah. So you can add another one. If you have more, then you add more. If you have less, then you add less. But it's up to you. You can use even all of the leftovers if you want. You can make a banner with it. But this is what I do with those little pieces when I get to the end, I just decorate it. So the pattern from the front is going to carry on to the back. And this is it. This is how I used my sister's pattern. She is a clever girl, isn't she? She's really lovely. Let me see if we can decorate it a little bit more, because I do need some bling. I would add some definition. Let me have a look. So remember when I said we're not going to add diamonds? Because we're not. Because diamonds won't fit with it. However, I do have those beautiful pearls, and we are going to add those pearls all the way at the bottom. One would be here. Where she's got it? Over here. Okay. So one would be here. One would be here. And the next one would be all the way over here. Okay. Now this will add some bling bling to our card. This pretty. But I like the bling somewhere else, and I'm going to add some more somewhere else. So I'm going to have one over here. I'm going to have one over here. And one more over here. Then one more over here. And this is my card for today. I hope you enjoy it, and see you guys next time. Bye!